You're listening to Cards to the Moon, a podcast about trading cards from both a collector and investor perspective. We hope you'll stick around for the ride as we take a deep dive into the state of the hobby, share some hot takes, hopefully some useful advice, and fun stories along the way. Hey guys, welcome back to Cards to the Moon. This is episode 364. My name is Clark from 5cardguys.com. You can also find me at 5cardguys on Instagram, YouTube, and on Facebook. Co-hosting with me today is Will and Roy, back for a second time this month. And it's timely because by the time this episode airs, we'll only be a couple of days away from all of us setting up at the Sport Card Expo. And we finally know where we're setting up. You can find Will and I at booth number 6517 and 6518. We got a nice corner for ourselves. Again, that's booth number 6517 and 6518. We're somewhat close to where Beckett is, so it might be easier to find us that way. And Roy, he's in the large CSC section, I believe under PokeFam. So if you look at the map, you can't miss the CSC section. It's huge. And I believe that's where a bunch of TCG vendors will be also stationed at. But yes, come see all of us from Thursday to Sunday this week. We'd be happy to see you at the Expo. All right. So for this episode, we will talk about last minute prep that we're doing for the show. And I got a fun segment idea that we'll do later as well. But off the top today, I want to start with, the extremely high price of Topps Chrome football on the secondary market. All right, I actually mentioned this last episode when I was talking with John. I couldn't get one box off the Topps website when it was released. We all went to EQL, hoping for the best, and then I didn't get the first time, and I think they released the second allocation of boxes, struck out again, and now it seems like a lot of people are complaining about how much it costs on the secondary market, and I believe if you're looking to buy one hobby box off the Topps website, it was about $350 US. If you want to buy one on eBay, I just checked right before we started recording, it's going for about $900 US now. So that's a nice 3x profit if you're looking to flip. Yeah. So what I actually wanted to talk about is Geoff Wilson, aka Sport Card Investor, his idea to lower hobby box prices. And I want to get your guys' thoughts on whether you think his idea will work. All right. So this is what he wrote in his IG post. Collectors are rightfully angry about box prices. Here's what I think can be done. Cheaper wholesale is not the solve. The savings won't reach you. If manufacturers wholesale cheaper, shops will still price at market value and keep the markup. And if they don't, flippers buy up the supply. Either way, collectors lose. Tie favorable pricing to two conditions. Manufacturers should offer more boxes to shops at better prices, but only if the shop pledges to 1. Sell at a consumer-friendly set price, and 2. Remove the seal at time of sale to prevent flipping. He concludes, the solution, fair prices, no flippers, collectors get boxes at reasonable prices. The seal removal means flippers have nothing to resell. Simple, enforceable, effective. End quote. So, yeah, immediate thoughts from either of you from this Geoff Wilson's IG carousel that he posted recently.
I mean, yeah, it'd be great, but the same problem is going to happen. The people who will line up to buy the single box at a good price, they're going to line up days before. We saw it with the Costco release of Prismatic SPC. Mm-hmm. People were lined up at 10 p.m. the previous, before it dropped. So, and what happened? They just flipped it, right? Like, I guarantee 80% of that line was not ripping that box. They mm-hmm. were just selling it on the secondary market. So now the stores, they're going to, make their small margin, and then they're going to pass it on to the customer. But 80% of those customers who are going to line up are probably not going to be opening it. They're just going to sell it on the secondary market. So, yeah, ideally it works, but realistically, I just feel like all of that's just going to flood into the secondary market again. So,
Even with the second kind of solution that you came up with, that once you buy it, they just rip off the wrapping. Because that's what they do. I know we were talking off air, like the Japanese Pokemon boxes. If you want to buy it, they rip that off just to kind of prevent resell. Does that work in that case? And would it work? Would it not work here?
Well, with the Japanese boxes, there's still that tab. There's like a glued tab so it's still kind of quote unquote sealed per se.
Okay.
Whereas like the Topps boxes, once that seal's open, you just open it. So unless Topps starts to change their box to help with that cause, that's one thing. But we've seen it in the sneaker market too, and like even with the Pokemon market, those like I guess without wrapper boxes, they still sell on the secondary market, just a small discount. So let's say a box sells for 200, people will sell those ones for like 180, 185 or whatever it is. So and the same thing with people, like there's some shops that sell sneakers and you're not allowed to buy it unless you wear them out of the store. And these guys are just like carefully not making any creases.
Yeah.
There's videos of that out there. So, and then it just gets sold. So yeah, it's tough. Like when there's money to be made, people do anything to kind of just jump the loops and make their money. So yeah, like it sounds great, like his ideas, but in a realistic world, I don't see how functional it'll be.
That's interesting. Maybe we could brainstorm what other ideas might work. But yeah, Will, what do you think? Do you agree, or do you think that there's a chance that this could work?
I think he's on to something. I think it's part of a solution that can kind of fix some of the secondary market stuff. Like Roy's saying, people might still be buying open box. I know that if I was buying, I probably wouldn't want to, just because there's no
Proof,
way to protect against any tampering of any kind. So in my head, it makes a lot of sense to do something like that. I know, just doom scrolling Instagram at night and just seeing different posts and stuff, you'll come across like a TCG store that has a sign or, this promotion that they're doing where if you rip it in the store, if you rip off the wrapper, you get to buy it at MSRP. But if you don't buy it with the wrapper, or if you keep the wrapper on, then you're buying it at the secondary price. And I like that because it does encourage the collectors, encourage the hobbyists, that they can find properly priced or reasonably priced or fair prices for products that they're looking for. So I think that's part of the solution. But, when I was on a couple of weeks ago, I said the solution is you got to give it to the collectors first. You got to give them the option first. You can protect against cheating and scamming and bots and all that kind of stuff. We've seen a rise in EQL on the Topps website. So they're obviously trying to curb some of this botting and some of the shenanigans that are going on right now. And so I think you start off with, hey, these go to the collectors first. You can buy one case or you can buy one, whatever. You allocate one product per credit card per household. And then the remainder can go to the hobby stores. And maybe those hobby stores, just like Geoff Wilson's saying, they have their own promotional thing where, hey, if you rip the wrapper off, then you get it at a discounted price. If you don't, then you can buy it at the secondary price. And I think that's a lot fairer for everyone involved. I think it has the collector and the culture of collecting in mind first, rather than the quick flippers, the hoarders, all of that. So I like it. I like Geoff Wilson's ideas. I think it's just part of the solution, though.
Yeah, wouldn't that work, actually, if you make them rip in the store?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like these LCSs, they should have like a station in their thing with cameras set up, and it's just free content for them, right?
Exactly.
If you rip the package, like not just the wrapper, but like the actual cards in the store, then you could get it at like MSRP.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, a couple of the local card shops that we frequent pretty regularly. I'll go to Mint Inc., shout out Mint Inc., or I'll go to Total Sports, shout out my original LCS, Total Sports. I love those guys. But they're always posting videos of clients who rip in store, and there's just some massive hit and all that kind of stuff. And I've ripped in store. It's always nice because they'll give you top loaders, they'll give you penny sleeves. They give you a nice little mat where you can rip on top of, and other people coming around, they get to see. And I remember ripping some like baseball product, looking for an auto, getting the mem. Of course, Clark, you and me, we always get the mem, and it happened to be like a Blue Jays relic, and there was like a 7-year-old kid next to me, and him and his dad, and I was like, "Hey, do you like the Blue Jays?" And he's like, "Yeah, I love the Blue Jays." I was like, here's this 50-cent relic that cost me $120. So yeah, I like that idea. You rip in store, you rip it. Yeah,
that's a good idea. I mean, if I'm going to be a pessimist, there's always ways of getting around it. How about if I'm a breaker and I go incognito? I go into the store. I'm like, okay, I got to rip in the store. I secretly film it on Whatnot on my phone, and then it's like people are like, hey, who wants to buy in on this box that I just got at retail or MSRP. And I don't know. It's just cat and mouse.
It is. No, like if Topps is gonna like get into they should get into the breaking space themselves and just sell it at retail, right?
Interesting.
They just hire a bunch of people to
That's
be the breakers. Yeah, I mean, they should. That's
definitely
right?
a next step in their card.
Because then they just eliminate everything. And I think the problem with I guess before with Topps is like the distributors had control rather than Topps. And I guess that they kind of took that middle person out, but it still persists in like the TCG market,
Sure. But I mean,
even some other sports too, but
yeah. But I mean, Topps is Fanatics, right? So aren't they doing that already? Fanatics is into breaking now. So like, I feel like that's...
but are they breaking themselves? They're just hiring a bunch of other breakers, no?
Like,
they're not
true.
actually
That's
working
true.
for right? So these guys are just buying product however they could get it, and then they're selling it for more for their time and entertainment, right?
The future is like you just pay $100 and then whatever comes down the factory press machine before it even goes in the packaging, that's what you get. Like, they just go straight to the source. You're just breaking at the source.
Hopefully that's not the future. I still want to rip, okay? I still want to rip boxes. It's one of those things we got to try different things out, right? And tweak here and there, hopefully, to see what works best. But I do agree with Geoff on the his initial statement where just making things cheaper won't solve the problem. And I know a lot of people believe that's the solution, and I totally agree with him. If you do that, what he said will absolutely happen. Like the stores will just keep the markup, they'll keep the profit, and if they don't, if there's a lot of supply, flippers will gladly take it and then make the profit themselves.
Yeah, and what's stopping a store from being like, oh yeah, we sold out, guys, at MSRP, and they're just holding cases in the back, right?
That's why you give it to the collectors first.
Okay, I want to go back to that, Wolf, because like, how do you know that the person buying is the actual legit collector?
I mean, they may not be, but by offering it to the general public first, more collectors will definitely get a shot at it.
But how do you know that?
Because you have to police it, like a breaking company, or like I don't know, like one of those big people who break and whatever.
You ban them from.
No, maybe they have like 30 employees or 40 employees. Right. Okay, let them each get a case. That's fine. But they have the same chance of getting a case as I do. Right. As opposed to Topps or Fanatics going first to the breakers and saying, hey, this is for you.
Oh, I see.
And then we get the pickings, like we get the slim pickings, or make a like a SKU that's just for breakers. I know with the wrestling, with the football too, there's Breakers Delight. So
yeah, baseball has it.
Yeah, do Breakers Delight for all the breakers. Let
that's
the
all
rest
they get.
of us, yeah, That's all they get. Well, that's what they get their hands on that first and foremost. Like the public doesn't get a chance to buy Breakers Delight boxes. And then if there's leftover cases of Hobby and Jumbo, then let everyone have a chance. Like if the Breakers want to buy it, or if the LCSs want to buy it, then let them buy it after the collectors have had a chance.
But I think you're assuming Breakers are like the big Breakers. What about the little Breakers? They're not going to get the Breakers Delight. Or what if you say, hey, you know what? Like I don't have anything to do and I have a bunch of boxes. I'm going to become a breaker. Now you don't have the chance to have bought that, right? Like, I think you're being a little too naive on what people's intentions are when they buy boxes.
Yeah, but but if you want to break like one case that you got out of Topps Chrome basketball, go ahead, go on whatnot. But you're
slippery slope.
You're not going to have any. You're not going to have anything to sell afterwards.
People are savvy, Will. Like, they will buy hundreds of thousands of these.
Somehow.
Yeah, somehow. EQL. You think EQL is like a good, like, yeah, it's a good starting point, but it's so broken as well. Like, it's so easy to, like, win on EQL if you just try. People have thousands and tens of thousands of accounts, and they just all enter.
Yeah, so...
So like 10,000 entries, like they're gonna win 1,000 of them, or like 500. They're still gonna win, and that's one person, right?
But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't try to better the system. And yeah, it is always a cat and mouse game. But if Topps and Fanatics don't try to curb the botting and the scamming and the cheating, then what are we even doing? Why are we even talking about this? Like. It's not really for the hobby.
EQL, to the general public, I feel like EQL is like, oh yeah, anti-botting. But like if you're savvy, it's just like, oh, this isn't doing anything. This isn't stopping anybody.
Well, I mean, I don't know the details of that. Like, this is the first I've heard of this, so I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
But then if that's true, then Topps is aware of this, so they should be working on figuring this out. I mean, to me, it's not that difficult. It's like you have a credit card, you have a home address, you can't buy more than one product per household with that credit card. You can't have multiple addresses.
Yes, sure you can.
Like even my PO box, like I don't pay an annual fee on it. So
no PO boxes.
I got a buddy's house.
Okay,
exactly.
then let your but like how many buddies?
100.
Yeah, so you sign up 100, you still have the same chance. You're not all.
No, you don't. You have 100 more times the chance than one person who's just like, I am a collector and this is for me. Because Topps is thinking of me. This guy has 100 more chances.
He doesn't have 100 more chances because he has to get 100 people to all agree to do it.
They're called employees.
So that's what I'm saying. So each employee has a chance to get it. That's fine. But I'm going to have just as good of a chance.
I don't think so.
Each of the employees,
again, like I mentioned before, there's like credit card spoofers, there's address spoofers, like there's all these technological things. It doesn't matter.
There's more technological advancements that Topps can do. You're telling me that these credit card companies are completely helpless against these kinds of criminal, nefarious things? If
credit card companies don't care because they're doing like trillions or bajillion dollars in transactions. You think they're going to care about a small hobby saying, hey,
it's not a small hobby, and it's
compared to what they sell, like on credit cards, how much spend there is.
Sure, but if the hobby comes together and says, hey, we don't like this, we're not going to agree to this, we don't want to participate in this, something can change. Like, look at what's happening in the ticket resale world right now. It just got passed today in Ontario.
Yeah, Ontario.
Where you are a lot of states, a lot of countries, or a lot of provinces are following suit, where you cannot sell your secondary. You can't buy Blue Jays tickets and then sell them for higher than the retail value anymore.
Yeah, like that's legally, but that's what the black market's for.
Yeah, let's watch the black market thrive now.
Okay, but there has to be steps put in place, like. Like, I don't
So you want
understand.
the-
Like, you guys want just a really shitty culture of collecting and like
No, I don't,
of
but-
shopping.
No.
Like,
I don't want to buy it off Facebook Marketplace now.
so demand better from Tops and Fanatics. That's what
Sure, that we
they're
can
having
do.
this annual conference where we're saying, hey, this is the joy of collecting. We're trying to make things better. Then demand them to do better, to make better.
Yeah, but their job is to please like the general public or the general collector who doesn't know that part of the world, right? Like I'm a little bit
What do you
more
mean?
savvy.
Everyone knows. Everyone knows.
No, they don't.
that
You just
we
said you
can't
heard it
get-
for the first time.
No, everyone knows
About-
that we can't get a hobby box if we wanted to get a hobby box.
Yeah,
Everyone knows
yeah,
that the
I get
secondary
that.
market is too high. So everyone has a voice, and we can all say, hey, what's going on here? What's the problem? Well, Roy on Carts to the Moon is telling us that there's botters and that EQL is a scam. Okay,
It's not a scam. It helps. It helps, but it's not a good product. It's like it can be easily
Manipulated.
manipulated.
Okay,
Exactly.
so come up with a system that is not easily manipulated.
But again, like, yeah, okay, yeah, I get that, but
Roy thinks you're being naive, Will, and Will thinks.
Why am I being naive? I'm not being naive. I'm telling you that I see how ugly it is and it needs to be better. How is that being naive?
It's true. It could be better. I'll
Yeah,
agree
no,
with
I
that.
agree.
No, it's
I
not
agree, it could be
should
better.
be better. And like everyone on the pod listening is gonna be like, "Oh shoot, this is the steamiest Will has ever gotten." It's because this system sucks, and like
Yeah.
I get it. Like I'm a business owner, so I have to make money to eat, to provide for my family, and all that kind of stuff. But there's ethical business and there's unethical business, and you know all this stuff that we were taught in high school when we took business courses, when we went to university and took our business course, and they're saying, what's the corporation's number one rule? We are beholden to the stockholders. We are beholden to make money. That is the only thing. That doesn't have to be the way that it is. That isn't the way that it should be. And if Fanatics, who has complete control at this point of the hobby, if they're saying, hey, we really want to drive down on this theme of the joy of collecting. We want to bring back the joy of collecting to all the people in our hobby. Then put up or shut up. You know, like put the money. You're making billions and billions of dollars. Put up the money to make the system better, so that it's fairer for everyone involved.
You know, next year's Tops Industry Conference, the theme's going to be the joy of flipping.
Yeah.
And then Will's just going to be up in arms again. So I love it.
so then if the hobby continues to trend where if they want to get cards into more people's hands, they have to print more, right? That's like
yeah.
No, I
which
don't.
they're already doing.
Mm-hmm.
So then if they print, because at the end of the day, it's supply and demand. If you have more supply than demand, the price will drop. So then if you pump out more cards into the market, these flippers are going to buy all these products, and now the market keeps on getting flooded. Now they're like, oh, we could get these boxes anytime. So now all the boxes that they're holding, they're going to try to sell off because they're not going to be able to get two times or even 1.5 times. So then if that's the case, then the scarcity goes down, right? Or they're going to be printing out more variations. Is that also something that we want?
No, that's Junk Wax 2.0 then.
Exactly.
No, but also I'm not saying that. Like I'm saying give everyone the opportunity to buy on day one. If in day 365, a year after the product's been opened, there are significantly there's only 10% of the product left, then of course the demand on it's going to go higher, the price is going to go higher. That's just simple economics. I'm not talking about the price going up because supply is going down over time. I'm talking about upon initial release, we should all have a chance to purchase this product.
So then if that's the case, like when something like a print to order, like a pre-order, wouldn't that kind of suffice the market?
No, because then you get Junk Wax 2.0.
Yeah, but then, I mean, there's no other way.
No, look, if there's
'Cause
if there's 1,000 hobby boxes,
Okay.
and we can all go in for one hobby box, then I have a 0.1% chance of getting a hobby box. I'm happy. But I don't want to see, on release day, there's actually only one hobby box left because 999 boxes went to a breaker or went
I don't
to
know if that's
this
how
one
the
card shop.
Topps releases. I think
Yeah,
people,
I mean-
there's just so many people buying it that's trying to buy at the same time, plus the bots that 1,000 is there. You're just too slow.
So that's fine. If you tell me, hey, Will, you had as good of a chance as anyone else and you didn't win, I'm not upset. Like the EQL, before Roy blew our minds.
Yeah, so
and
you're
told
being
us
naive.
that-
It's what
Before Roy told us about how EQL is a scam,
No, it's not a
I believe, okay, if we're all in the EQL, it's like when we were trying to get playoff tickets for the Blue Jays. That Roger showed us the screen that there's like 900 million people in this room trying to get 10,000 tickets. It's like, okay, I know my chances are slim to none. But at least
all
I
they
know
have to
I
do
had
is give you a
chance.
bar saying there's 10,000 in front of you. You're happy?
No, it's just the system has to be fair. You have to create a playground. You have to create a sandbox where it is fair, where there's no cheating happening. If I don't win because of luck, that's fine. But if I don't win because other people are cheating the system, that's not fine.
But I think that's the crux of the issue, right? I feel like the hobby, and especially Pokemon, but the hobby in general is so hot that I do think there's pent up demand for it, and it's not just going to the breakers. But then there's a bigger picture of why there's such big demand. It's because there's money to be made, right? So as long as there's money to be made, you're going to get the flipper types, you're going to get the pseudo investor types all in on this game, and then that's going to continue, and then at some point it's got to crack. The system's got to crack, and then things got to regress a little bit. But we're kind of in this really volatile stage right now, and I'm not sure what to do other than just kind of wait it out a little bit. So I don't know, because I do sense that when I didn't get the Topps Chrome Football, my mind didn't go automatically to, those damn breakers. I'm like, shoot, everyone wants this product because for a lot of reasons. Topps Chrome Football, the license is back. So now football card collectors that didn't buy the last couple of years, they're in on it. Yeah, you got the breakers. And now you got all the people that are on social media seeing how much money you can make off flipping football cards. So they're into it. So there's this crazy demand right now, and that's why I think is what the issue is.
I 100% agree. If there's a million of us that are
Mhm.
chasing after 100 boxes,
Yeah.
and only 100 of us get it, 100 individuals get those boxes, I'm not going to be upset. Or, like, I'm going to be a little sad that I didn't get it, but I'm going to understand, well, there's only 100
Sure.
boxes for a million people, so my odds are low. But what I'm saying is, if it looks like, or if the system exists where I'm signing up and I think I have as good of a chance as anyone else, but in reality I didn't have a chance because bots bought them all up, then that's not fair. That's not a good system.
Yes.
That's what Topps has to fix. Because
100%.
when the current system is we sign up we log in at 12 o'clock, we hit refresh, and we spam buy. But before we could even have a chance to buy, the bots have, like Roy said, the bots have pressed billions of buttons, and they've already got all their boxes. And then the 13-year-olds, who have faster fingers than us, have bought their boxes. That's, like, if a kid beats me because they're faster at it, that's fine. But if you're cheating the system, then that's wrong. And that's what Topps has to fix. So I'm not saying print to order. I'm not saying, just because I want one, I deserve one. No, it's if I want one, I deserve the chance. I deserve the same fair chance that everyone else has.
Yeah,
I agree as well.
And that's what Topps has to fix.
But we don't know the numbers behind it.
Yeah,
Let's say one release, no bots hit, but you're still too slow. You're still going to blame the bots.
No, publish it.
You
Like,
can't. How
look
do
at- look
you
at
don't
Topps
know who's
now.
a bot?
Look at Topps now. Topps
Okay.
now, they released the print order. 100,000 people tried to buy the Cooper Flag first basket. So it's like, okay, I know that I bought 3 Cooper Flag cards. So I had a 3.
Yeah, so that's a print to order.
But what I'm saying is, if
Just
after
greater
the
transparency.
release, be transparent. Be like, okay,
Greater
we had
transparency.
1,000 hobby boxes, and we had 3 million people sign up.
And then publish the home address to where all the boxes are being shipped to. Oh, what? Why is so many going to Markham?
Drivers.
All right. You know what? I love this discussion. This might be a 3-hour episode. We're on track. We're on track for breaking the record by a mile.
You're going to have to make this a 2-parter.
But yes, I'm sure we'll revisit this issue as the hobby grows, which we want. But yes, there are growing pains, that's for sure, as we're realizing right now. But let's move on now to hobby headlines. All right. We could have easily flipped this around. We could have done the off the top section as a hobby headlines. So this might be shorter than our off the top segment today. But like I said, the three of us are setting up booths, and I know there are some of you out there who might be thinking of setting up at a card show, your local card show in the near future. So hopefully this episode is of value to you. But even if you aren't, hopefully you'll find this segment enjoyable at hearing, myself, maybe Will, stress out at prepping for the show. I feel like Roy, he's our seasoned vet, so hopefully he'll impart some wisdom today. But first, what are you guys doing to prep for the show now that we're a week away? And with a week away, tell me one thing that if you're not doing this right now, you're probably really behind in prepping for the show. So first, how are you guys feeling? On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you say your stress anxiety level is with 6-7 days to go? And let's start there.
I mean, first things you should probably get are a tablecloth if you don't have one already.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Stress level went up by 1 point?
I have one.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Whew,
Roy, I have
down.
Roy's, yeah.
Oh, you have mine, eh? Okay.
Yeah.
Your display cases, your shelving, whatever.
Mhm. Yeah.
Comping, you generally do like the day before. Sometimes I even just do the day of, just especially with Pokemon, like the market flips so many times.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, in terms of like anxiety, I'm at like a 0 or 1, just because. I guess
Such a veteran.
I do have a PSA sub coming back, so hopefully I'm able to get it before the show. I have about 40 or 50 cards, so that'd be nice to have. Whether it's selling or trading, but that'd be nice to have for the show. Other than that, just comp the day before.
Day before? No, I can't do that. How about you, Will?
So I'm at like an 8 in terms of stress and anxiety. The card show is always a very special time of the year, but it's also a time of the year where I have to take off like quite a lot of days off work, and so just trying to cram my normal work into less hours, and then not sleeping as much in the evenings because I gotta do different prep stuff. Roy's a grizzled veteran. I'm super like I get really anxious about presentation. Partially because of my past jobs and careers where I'm presenting things every week, and so I like to see like what my environment would be like. And Clark, you're experiencing this for the first time with me. We have gotten zero information up until this point about what to expect, or even if we do have the tables, even though we did pay for them. But I want to be able to put out my display cases. Mm-hmm. Figure out where is the optimal place to put this basketball card versus this hockey card versus this wrestling card. I like to look at what kind of order I'm putting them in, which cards are going to go in the value box, which cards are going to go in the display. So I'm super antsy about all those stuff. It's all useless, probably it doesn't matter in the long run, but for me, that's just the way I am. And so, I'm pretty stressed out.
You have to let that go, otherwise
Yeah.
you're just always gonna have this anxiety over you. You're gonna
Yeah.
and you're gonna be less productive and like.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not saying that anything that I'm doing is right. It's definitely better if you have that, easy breezy Roy like mentality. It'll probably go better for you, but I'm like already practicing like how I'm gonna move all my boxes into the showcase or into the hall and all that stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, this being my very first time setting up at a show. I think I'm at a 6 only because ignorance is bliss, and I'm afraid to ask you guys even more questions because that's going to get my anxiety level up. Like it's like, oh, just like the tablecloth incident. I'm like, what? I didn't even think about that. It's like they don't give you tablecloth.
Some shows do, some shows don't. I've been to shows with both, so I just have one in hand.
Right.
No,
it's good.
It just makes it more presentable.
Yes.
And like if you have like a bin underneath your table, like you don't want to expose and someone just snatches it, or like even just being able to see it.
Right. Makes sense. Totally. But of course I didn't think about any of that. So
it's cheap. It's on Amazon. Roy put me on it before like our first was a VonCon.
Yeah.
And
right.
So we bought like a pack of 2 and split them. And then Roy's like, oh, my section provides tablecloths all the time.
My section provides
versus
velvet
my section, yeah.
tablecloth.
My section, it was like a dirty, stained plastic table. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta put something on this. Yeah, so right. Roy gave me his leftover one, so we could use that, Clark.
Perfect. Even the display cases, I'm like, oh man, I was, last minute buying, and thankfully, Hyung's in Korea. I messaged him there, and then he said Roy had them, and I'm like, okay. And then Roy found in the deepest corner of his garage. So I'll come next week to pick it up.
I upgraded my cases.
Oh, perfect.
But in terms of putting which cards in your display, like for a show like this, I would probably put like Blue Jays or anything Toronto related in the display case, even if it's like $5 and up.
Okay, yeah.
And then anything else, I'll just throw in the bins for you guys, or the dollar bins.
Yeah.
But things that that can move very quickly, just throw them in the display. Have like a section for your Toronto sports.
Right.
That usually does pretty well. And then anything over, like for me, anything over I think like $30, I'll put it in my singles display. Mm-hmm. And then all the slabs, I'll put all the slabs there.
Nice. That's very useful information because I've got to figure out what's going in the display case. And actually, I was going to ask you, both of you, like, what are you bringing? Like, what are you going to, try to sell? And is there anything you're looking to buy on either end of the transaction?
I'm a buyer for Butterfrees below market value. I'm hoping I'll be able to walk around at the show a little bit more. I was even toying with the idea of not setting up on the Thursday night, just so I could walk around on the Thursday night.
Mm-hmm. Thursdays are usually when the repackers come and try to clear you out on your low end stuff.
That's true.
Oh,
that's true.
Shoot.
I don't have too much low end, and I don't think I have stuff that repackers want, like wrestling cards. So
you don't have too much low end. Oh wow, big dealer here, eh? Swinging is one of ones only.
Yeah, I definitely, my wrestling collection is a lot higher end than when I was collecting 2020 Topps number 78 Boba Fett PSA 10s.
Those are the ones that are going to clear you out.
Yes, sir.
You still have them?
No, I sold them for like $5 each. But yeah, so what were we talking about?
What are you bringing to the show? Like, what are you looking to sell?
Yeah, Roy's like display, it's really nice because it's all Pokemon, so it's like there's an order to it. But I've got multi-sport, so I've got my basketball stuff, my baseball stuff, definitely got the wrestling stuff, and then some TCG. I have some Pokemon, I have some Labubu, Topps Chrome Labubu. So I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to organize all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a variety.
So a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Same.
I mean,
go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah, no, for me, I was going to say, like, I'm going to have a $5 Otani box. It's a lot of my Topps 50/50 stuff.
$10.
I'll edit that part. $10 Otani box. I'll have more. That's what I'm going through. Like primarily any Otanis that I have, whatever, even if they're base, and like you were saying earlier, Roy, any Blue Jays cards, I'm going to bring those with me, obviously for the Toronto market. And like I'm looking forward to just seeing what sells and what interests people. And you're saying a lot of my stuff it's going to be lower end. So, I was just laughing at the thought that a repacker will just come Thursday and I'll be like, okay, I'm done for the weekend. I guess I'm just making content Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But
I don't think they buy singles. They buy slabs.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Come on. Raw, Otani, come on. Let's go, repackers. But yeah, what were you saying, Roy? How are you setting everything up for your...
No, like Will was saying, like, I'm all Pokemon, but Pokemon has their own market too. Like, there's a Japanese market, there's a vintage, mid-era, promos. Sure. So I still got to organize my stuff a little bit, right? But how I do I usually have 2 display cases. One's like strictly slabs. Mm-hmm. One is like maybe like majority singles, probably like 80% singles, and I'll stuff the slabs that don't fit in the other case, and then I have 2 binders, one Japanese and one English.
So
organized.
And then I'll have sealed behind me. So
let me ask you, Roy. So in your Pokemon display case, will it be ordered by era, or will it be ordered by like all illustration rares, all reverse holos together, or is it just like ordered by monetary value? What's the method for the organizing?
I usually put the trainers together. Like I have a few Japanese trainers. People like those. Not everyone does. So I'll put the trainers together in like one row. I'll put like all my Pikachus in one or 2 or 3 rows, and then like illustration rares together, secret rares or SARs together. So there's a little bit, and the vintage or whatever obscure cards together. So there's a little bit of order, and then like I'll have like the PC or like the cards that I don't want to sell, but if someone offers me something stupid, I'll be like, okay, at the top.
I like that.
Yeah, I was thinking of putting my top row as just not for sale.
What do you mean?
Not for sale, not for trade, just for looking.
I mean, what if someone, let's say the comp is like 1,000, and someone said, I'll buy it off you for 1,500. You wouldn't take it?
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Everything has a price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Yeah. It depends on the price, but I want them to know, hey, this is not a. Well, what if I give you 85%? Like, this is not one of those cards. Yeah.
I do the same, and I never sell because everyone, logically they're like, why would I spend 25,000 when the card's 22? Yeah. I'm like, then I'm okay with not selling it. But if every show that if they bought it for the price that I was asking, they would have made a lot of money. I'm happy it didn't sell.
Wow.
Right?
Roy is already selling.
So Roy's actually not going to sell any cards this
No, that's just like my PC stuff, the stuff that I really don't want to sell.
This display case, not for sale. This whole display case, not for sale.
Yeah, Roy, that's what you're saying, right? Like a year ago, if you just didn't sell any of your cards,
well, yeah, I remember you saying
much.
I mean, if I just never sold a card, period, I would be probably doing way better than I am, trying to vend and make money. But you never know. You have to be liquid. Otherwise, you either got deep pockets and you don't need to sell, or you're going to be drowning in debt. So you have to make money. You have to move the money to make more money. So
usually that's how it goes. But for Pokemon, you just got to be lazy and not do anything until.
Yeah, no, honestly.
I need to go into a coma for 2 years.
And some people have that discipline. I remember seeing the groups, they would like buy like stacks and stacks of like ETBs at the time when they're like $50, and they put it into like a storage unit, and they said, I'm gonna look at this 5 years from now. They probably, I don't even know if they're looking, but they're gonna be happy.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, you were kind of like talking about what you would do if someone came up to you and offered you like a super high amount if you so that's a good segue to what I want to do for the rest of this segment. It's like scenarios of what you would do as a vendor if someone came up to you in this situation, or if something else happened, so I can learn personally from you guys, but our listeners as well. All right, so let's go the other way around. Just say you have a card for $1,000, okay, and someone's like, hey, I'll offer you 200. What's your response? How do you react to like someone that lowballs you like crazy like that?
I mean,
it depends.
$200.
Yeah.
No,
for that one right there. Yeah.
Like, are they joking? Because if they're joking, I'd be like, yeah, why not $20? But if they're serious and they look like maybe they're not all there, I'll just respectfully reject it. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not the type to get all like worked up and angry, and like, you see some of those Instagram posts where like vendors are just like freaking out at people for lowballing and stuff like that. I mean, everyone's entitled to lowball. Like, all you have to do is just be like, oh no, sorry, I don't see myself going there.
Okay,
yeah.
300.
Oh, sorry, I can't. I bought this for way more. My ticket price is $1,000. I could save you $50, buy you a nice dinner. That's it. Yeah,
I like that. Diplomatic.
Yeah.
Calm.
You got to be diplomatic. I mean, my day job is sales. Like, I get lowballed. I get lowballed in my day job all the time. So the vending at a card show is nothing.
You're used to it.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
Yeah, I mean, like, it seems like if they're lowballing that low, they're a little bit uneducated, or they're seeing something totally different than you are. So then you just, pull up the comps and be like, hey, like, that's something I can't offer. Like,
yeah,
would you sell me that card at $200? And then you just like, these are the comps, and like,
right,
they're around $1,000, and the most I could do is like $950 or $900. Or if you're trading towards it, maybe I could give you a little bit more, but.
Yeah,
it's good.
What Roy's saying is like, it reminds me, there were a handful of people that would come up to my booth and they'd be like, oh, are you interested in buying cards? And they'd pull out some cards from their backpack, and I'd look, and they're obviously like $5, $10 cards, but they're like, oh yeah, I saw somebody sell this for $150. And it's just like, you realize not everyone is up to date with the hobby, like in terms of how to price and stuff like that. So as a vendor, I feel like part of the joy and part of your responsibility is to help educate, not to do it in a condescending way,
right? Yeah,
but to just be like, and I've seen Instagram posts of like a lot of Pokemon. It's always Pokemon vendors. They're so sweet to the people who are trying to buy and sell, especially when it's the kids, and they're like, or Coop's Coop. He'll be like, oh, do you want me to show you how I price this? Like, this is what I look for and whatever. And it's a really great way to say no. like, no, you're so wrong on your price offer. Let me show you how. And so
yeah,
I think
you're right. Yeah. The Pokemon guys are just those grizzled old sports car vendors, man.
Oh yeah, they're like the worst.
It's worth those guys. It's worth $100. So like it's 1,000.
I don't look at eBay. If you come up to my table and you're looking at your phone, no sale.
Yeah.
Gosh, what were you gonna say, Roy?
No, I was just saying. I was going back to like what to bring to the show. Like, it's always nice to have like a box of things like that you're gonna be giving to kids. I usually try to find some stuff like I have like some play mats and things like that I don't need. I usually just bring it, and then if there's a kid, I'll just give them away. If I have a plushie, I try to find, like last time I had a Bulbasaur plushie, and the whole show I was trying to find one person to say that their favorite Pokemon is Bulbasaur, and then one person did, and I just gave them the plushie, and they're so happy. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
I like it.
Yeah, stuff like that. I went to GT Card Show this past weekend. I took my nephew, who's over from the West Coast, and my two kids, and there was one booth where the guy just had this big bucket of raw, like just like unsleeved Pokemon cards, just like
Just bulk,
just bulk, and it's just all free for kids. And my kids had an amazing time just trying to find the card that they wanted, and they value that card so much. Like I put in a top sleeve and top loader for them. It's worthless. It's worth less than the penny sleeve and the top loader that I put it in. But to them,
they're happy.
Like,
yeah.
to them,
Yeah.
like, they're so
love it.
happy. Yeah, so definitely what Roy's saying. Do that.
I got a bunch of Pokemon cards because I've been ripping over the last year. So I'll definitely do that. Anyone that comes by our booth for kids, have at it. and that plushie idea is a great idea too. I have like this Eevee. When we go on the Pokemon Center website drops, sometimes they package things together. And I'm like, what am I going to do with this Eevee keychain? There you go. If anyone's listening to this pod, you have a kid that loves Eevee, come by. You could get the keychain for free. All right.
Nice.
There you go. All right. Great advice. Okay. How about this? Well, you kind of answered this already. If someone's trying to sell you something that's, just not in good condition or it's just really low value, you respectfully decline and you kind of educate them, like you were saying, Will and Roy. I hear this question a lot. I want to see how you guys respond to it. It's very common. What's your best price on that card? Do you have a number in mind already, or do you like that question even? Because I know some dealers, they always say like, well, what are you willing to offer? What's your approach to that question?
I mean, at first I'll see if they're trying to trade into it, because that way I could give them a little bit more value.
Okay.
But I'll generally try to stay close to my sticker. Like there's so many scenarios. If it's a card I know I got into, and I've been holding on for a long time that I can't move, I'll bring it down a bit more. At the end of the day, it's about being liquid, and if you could use that money to get into something else. But yeah, if it's $1,000 card and they say what's your best, I'll be like $950, and then we'll go from there, or whatever it is.
So it depends on the card.
Depends on the card for sure.
Yeah.
And if they're willing to trade into it, what they're trading, and then I'll give them like a percentage based on what they have. So
do you get
and then we'll work.
Speaking of like people buying or selling or trading, like do you get more people looking to buy, or do you get a lot of people looking to trade as well?
A lot of people are asking me to buy their cards or trade. And it's usually singles. Like they'll bring me a stack of singles, which is the worst part because it takes so much time and I'm by myself. So like if I had a partner, it'd be a lot easier. I could go to the side and they could still transact, but like I'm doing it by myself. So I might be taking a lot less singles this time around, and just kind of focus more on slabs.
Okay. Makes sense to me. How about you, Will?
Yeah, just because a lot of my professional experience is in sales, getting leads is one of the toughest things to do in sales. When you're set up at a card show, the leads are coming right to you. So you should be interacting with every person that comes by your booth immediately. And so one of the first things, and you always catch more flies with honey than vinegar. So, one of the first things I try to do is like, hey, what do you collect? Who are you looking for? Or I'll say stuff like, if they say that they're looking for wrestling cards, be like, great. I've got all these wrestling cards over here. I've got some wrestling cards over there. Everything's stickered. But if you see a price that seems off to you, I'm more than happy to discuss pricing with you. So I let them know, like, hey, offers are welcome. I've already done the homework. You do the homework too, and let's both come together, both being educated as to what the market price is. Because if the other if the buyer is not even educated on what the market price is, then there's no point in haggling. Like they need to have some understanding first. So that's why I always try to let them know. I think I've priced everything pretty fair, pretty close to market price. But if you see something that's off, please let me know. And I'd love to, But then like sometimes you see people come by and you could tell they're just trying to like skim a little. They're a little bit greasier with how they're trying to buy, and with those kinds of people, it's the same thing. But I'll probably be less inclined to make a deal with you.
Sure. Gotcha.
So yeah, I'm a big believer in just kindness and just being willing to talk through everything and work through, because some people are just like, like transacting is not an easy thing for everyone, right? And so yeah, just treat everyone with a little bit of kindness, and they'll probably show you the same. And if not, then that person's gonna leave, and you're gonna be happy that they're not there anymore. And then another great person will show up. So.
Nice. I like that. And, just speaking of kindness, this next scenario, I'll see where your limits are. And I got this idea because when DC was on the show a few weeks ago, he was telling this funny story about, someone just comes to your booth, tries to sell you a card, and whether it's a kid or even an adult tries to sell you a card, and you say, you know what? I'm not interested. Thanks for showing it to me. An hour later, 2 hours later, the same guy comes to your booth, tries to sell you the same card, completely forgot that he already came to your booth. Well, what do you do?
Oh, I just laughed. That happened to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that happened to me. I'm just like, oh, you already came by. It's like, oh, yeah, it's a great card, but I wasn't interested the first time.
Okay.
But thanks for bringing it back again. Like, you keep it light,
Yeah.
And they're slightly embarrassed, and then they walk away, and then they come back the third time.
Yeah, I don't give any grief for anything. Like, it's a numbers game to them. They're trying to. They have a small amount of time, and they just want to sell a card. And so I'll just give them the benefit of the doubt and just say whatever. Like, sorry, I'm not interested. But like, I have kids that do the trade up challenge. They come to me, and like, I don't do it often. Like, I'll do like one kid per show. I'll like,
give them
and then
a deal.
the same kid is like, "You want to trade up challenge?" I'm like, I just gave you that card. Like,
right.
You were here like 10 minutes ago. Like,
Yeah.
If you're gonna do a challenge, like at least know who you're interacting with. But yeah, they're kids at the end of the day. So
yeah, just good advice for kids. But for me, I just find it funny, and I actually, appreciate their ability just to not be shy and go to whatever booth trying to sell their card. The hustle. Yeah. I'm impressed by. Even if they've asked you twice or three times. So all right, I like that. One more question. I'm going to ask you guys one thing, but what do you do when no one comes to your table for a little while? How do you, pass the time when there's those slow periods?
I'll ask my friends, hey, can you watch the table? And I'll either walk around for a bit.
Okay.
Or I'll just have a snack and just chat with a buddy. Which is what I usually do. I mean, like, I love walking around, but like...
Come on, he's a Pokemon card dealer. There's no downtime for him. So... Will, what are you going to do?
You'd be surprised. I mean,
it's just go the whole time. It's nuts.
It's like, what downtime?
Yeah. You know what? It does get busy. There are times where you're like, "Whoa, that was a rush." Mm-hmm. And so when there are downtimes, I was actually pretty appreciative. I would be able to go to the bathroom, stretch a little, eat a snack, stay hydrated. Yeah, because when you're vending, it's like there's not even really time to eat.
Right.
You almost, a lot of shows I don't even
and
eat.
You're so busy you don't even think to eat. And then like hours have passed and you're like, oh my God. So I know at the last show, there are just like these dead times, and my wife, my sweet, wonderful wife, hopefully she's listening. Actually, hopefully she's not listening. But she packed me like, PB&J sandwiches and granola bars and a banana. And it's just like, okay, it's quiet. And in like 2 minutes, I just scarf everything down.
Right.
And then get ready for more people to come.
Nice.
And another thing to bring is snacks.
Yeah. Yes.
It helps.
I was going to say that. Yeah.
Some fruit, water, banana.
Roy's got a whole cooler.
Snacks. Yeah, I usually bring a cooler and some beer for the end of the day.
Nice. I like that. I see. Like I didn't even think about snacks, but then I would have definitely thought about it the day of when I'm like, I'm really hungry right now.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. You gotta get all your pretzels and granola bars.
yeah.
A lot of dry snacks. Nothing too sticky or.
Why you don't want to sell the singles with your sticky fingers?
The Cheetos dust on them.
All right. One thing, because you guys have set up before, but are there any other common things you hear often at shows that that might be helpful for people who are looking to set up at shows? What are some common things you hear from customers?
What do you mean? Like, customers?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of vendors that walk around like, hey, would you sell me this at 80%? I'm like
repackers, like other dealers?
No, just other vendors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, everyone wants to, get a deal so that they can make money, but
I see.
at some point you get sick of it. You're like, I'm here doing the same thing you are.
Right.
Like, I could just sell it at the show, especially if it's like a liquid card, but
Interesting.
but you also want to build relationships. Like you do a favor once in a while, and then when it comes time for them to make a deal, if they don't reciprocate it, like you don't want to deal with them again. Like you could keep a conversational type of relationship, but like if you give them like 85% as a favor for a bunch of cards that because you need some cash, and then the next time you go to them, and they're like, no, I'm firm at this. Like, okay, I don't want to deal with you.
Right.
But yeah, like if you're new to it, like it's going to be the same people at the shows most of the time. So build relationships, build the network, and
good advice.
Be friendly, yeah. Especially and with your customers too. Like you guys were saying before, Will was saying, if you're just kind, you give them like fair market, they're going to come back to you because they know, oh, this is a guy that had a sticker priced at 1,000 when the market was like 1,000 or like 950. Yeah. Where I see everyone else, like they're stickering it at like $1,100, like 20%, 30% over market. Like, I'm not even gonna, ask. Like, yeah, they may be willing to come down to market, but like, it's a lot harder to ask someone that has a sticker at like 1,300. Can you come down to 950 right. versus a guy that has $1,000 sticker to 950, right? So
that's true. Yeah, no, that's good to know.
Yeah, especially long term. Like if you're going to see the same vendors or you're going to go to the same shows, I remember like everyone that I'm buying cards off of, like before I was vending, I remember who the good dealers are. I mean, when it's wrestling stuff, there's only a few booths anyways, but I have the same booths that I'll hit every single show because I know they're going to have the cards I want. They're going to price it reasonably. And then there's some guys who have wrestling booths where I know every single thing in their display, it's going to be overpriced. So I don't even bother. I don't even really engage too much in conversation, even though I would love to talk wrestling with anyone. It's just like, oh, I don't want to get stuck here because I know nothing. I'm not going to get anything out of this. Right. Like I'm not going to purchase anything. So yeah, you have to like people remember you or transacting with you. So if you want to have sustainability and longevity in the hobby, or if you're a vendor, price reasonably, and then people keep coming back to you. People remember. Yeah,
that's awesome. And appreciate you guys sharing all of that because that's going to come in very useful for me with a few days left to just get everything in order. But again, visit the three of us off air. I don't know if you caught it, but off air, Roy was mentioning how, we were talking like how all three of us would be at the same booth, but then Roy kind of abandoned us. Will, and
I'm sorry,
crushed our
dreams
because of the Pokemon card market the way it is. And I told him like, don't come running back to us when it crashes,
But when it does, we'll
take you back.
Yeah, we'll take you back with open arms. Like John, like we had a chance of having a bunch of us at the booth, but I think John said it last week on the pod. He last minute he he can't come out to the
He's
show.
gonna be away, yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
I hope all you listeners will come by the Cards to the Moon booth and say hi to Clark and give him his flowers. This man deserves a lot of love and a lot of connections because he's been in our lives for like 5 years now.
I appreciate that. And, I'm going to be there for making content too. So please, stop by. Love to chat with you. Come on the pod. We could do a little segment as well. And,
I say you throw out some of the segments you normally do on the pod with listeners.
That's a good idea.
Like Just the Thought. I'm sure some people will have some great Just the Thoughts.
I actually love that idea.
Yeah. Or like
just a thought, and then you get a sticker.
Yeah.
Like a Cards to the Moon sticker.
Yes.
Like come out to the booth and have a pick one ready that you prepared.
I love it.
And maybe Clark records it. And it's just content that Clark has for years and years and years.
That's amazing.
Bring
ideas.
a GoPro, let's strap it onto the table, and like do some vendor POV or like interviewing.
Yeah. Awesome ideas. This is why I wanted to have one more episode with you guys. But
what's the most valuable card in your case? What's like ask those types of questions that you always see.
Yeah. I'm gonna have fun. Even if I don't sell anything, I'm gonna have fun. Just talking with people coming to the booth.
Yeah,
and
that's the fun of this hobby, right? Like
exactly,
just being able to talk about it.
And get Benny to do these interviews too.
Yes,
be the interviewer instead of the interviewee.
You know what? He's gonna be coming down for one day of the show, and he's really excited to be.
He can man the booth.
Yes, yeah. If you remember when he went to the Collector Super Show when Will had his booth? That was I mentioned to you guys before. That was his highlight, sitting behind the table for hours. So he's really looking forward to that. I believe he's going to be coming on Saturday, so that'll be a lot of fun.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. And one thing that's stressing me out, how you're saying, Roy, you're waiting for your PSA sub. Hopefully you have it in time for this show. I do have one of those stand-up things. Of course, I leave it last minute. But it's in production still. Hoping that it's ready.
You made one?
I made one.
Oh, nice.
Claude.ai actually made one for me. So,
nice.
So there'll be some QR codes hopefully ready for you guys to scan, to listen to our pod whenever, and to visit our socials. But yes, hopefully I'll be there in time. And then you'll see our nice pink-orange banner.
Oh, nice. I'm going to have printed out 8.5 by 11 black and white sheets of paper.
If you missed the pink banner,
I'm gonna have nothing.
Roy doesn't need nothing. He just needs the Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
It's like last year that golf card guy.
Oh yeah,
the guy who had a display case of the most beautiful Tiger Woods auto cards that he had been like hoarding for 20 years, and his booth just said, I think it was Toronto golf cards.
Yeah, very plain and simple.
Yeah,
direct.
just the sign, in block letters, and his booth was by far the best booth.
There was that other one, the one in the corner that John saw, and it was like a printout, like a literal printout of a banner, just black and white, and then he had like 5-6 figure cards in his display. It's like, okay,
wow,
yeah. Sometimes, like I saw a display case that had like 4 cards in it and like $30,000 in cash, and I was like, yeah, you don't need a sign.
Yeah, I've seen that. The display case is just pure cash.
It's like, yeah, you got my attention.
Oh, nice. All right. Wow, we are over an hour, but let's keep the show going. Our next segment is called Quiz Show. All right, we haven't done Quiz Show in a while, and the theme for this quiz show, I thought of it last minute, is one-of-one cards, okay? So I'm going to give you 4 one-of-one cards that sold recently. One's around the $1,000 mark, one's around $10,000, another's $50,000, and another's $150,000 in that area, okay? Wow. So you tell me which one sold for... It's like The Price is Right. You know that game where you match up the dollar amount to the 4 cards, okay? So 1,000, 10,000, 50,000, 150,000. All right? So the 4 cards that you got to match up. The 2025 Bowman's Best Mookie Betts Superfractor 1-of-1. Okay? The 2017 Panini Flawless. It's actually 2019 Black Box 1 of 1. You know those Panini Black Box 1 of 1 of Patrick Mahomes. Rookie card PSA 8 Auto 10. The 2025 Finest Superfractor of Cooper Flagg, his rookie autograph 1 of 1. BGS 7. And lastly, the 2025 Topps Chrome Update James Wood MLB debut patch autograph card 1 of 1. You want to hear any of those again?
Right.
But Mookie Betts, Patrick Mahomes Black Box 1 of 1, Cooper Flagg's 2025 Finest rookie auto 1 of 1, and the MLB debut patch card of James Wood.
Is the Mahomes? Did you say it's not a rookie, right?
I don't believe it is. I think it's a Black Box 1 of 1. But
is it an auto?
It is an autograph. Yep. PSA 8 with the auto 10.
Okay, I'm gonna say Mookie's 1,000.
Mookie is 100% the 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
James Wood, I would say is.
I think James Wood is the 150.
50,000.
Oh, because it's the rookie patch auto. It's debut
know,
patch.
How much?
His debut patch.
I don't know. But how many? Do they all go for 6 figures? Like the big players? No, right?
But James Wood
I
is
feel
like
it was just schemes.
James Wood
I know.
is
But like, who's?
Is like the chase.
Okay, let's.
You guys don't have to agree.
We don't have to agree.
Yeah, you don't have to agree.
Okay. So so it's Mahomes and Cooper Flagg
For 10K
Mahomes.
and 50K.
Yeah.
I feel like Cooper is 10, and then is this his like the number?
Or 150K.
The number
There's
one?
150K. You're saying Mahomes is the 150K.
Yes, I think so. Well, I don't know what a black box is. So, is that like a bad product or is it a good product? Is that the flawless you said?
Yeah. But the black box is like
It's like not the real
1 of 1. Yeah.
It's not a real 1 of 1.
But
It's like those. It's like that stupid Topps
Redemption
Archives.
1 of
no,
1
like
type
Topps
things?
Archives.
Guys, yeah. Like reissued almost kind of thing.
Oh.
Yeah. So I have.
I don't know, Will,
I have Mookie at 1,000, Cooper at 10,000, Pat Mahomes at 50,000, and the James Wood at 150,000.
Okay. And Roy?
I would still stick with mine. I think James Wood is 50.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, and then Mahomes 100 and Cooper 10.
Okay. And sorry, Will, what was yours?
Mine was Mookie, Cooper, Pat Mahomes, James Wood. So we have James Wood and Pat Mahomes flipped.
Right. The correct answer, I'm sorry to say none of you got it perfectly.
Like
But
Cooper.
Mookie, you got Mookie right. Definitely $1,000 Superfractor. Right? 10,000 is the Mahomes card, Black Box 101.
Oh,
I guess Black Box 101, very discounted, you know?
yeah. It's not a
It's
rookie,
not a
I
real
guess.
1 of 1 either.
The 2025 Finest of Cooper Flagg's 55,000 actually. And the James Wood MLB debut patch is the $162,000 card, which sold last week.
Wow.
Yeah. James Wood is a top prospect. Like, he was a top rookie, so definitely.
But also the debut
6
patch
figures.
cards are just like, they're super high priced.
Even no names. At
Even
least
no
three,
names, yeah.
4K you're looking at. Yeah.
That's why I was like 3-4K, so then like a top prospect would be like 50, right? I was wrong.
I mean, the Paul Skeens went for 1.1 million, so.
Yeah.
How much will the Cooper Flagg debut patch card go for?
Do they have that now in basketball?
They will in a future product, I believe.
It's $1 million card for sure.
100%.
Really?
100%. Yeah.
Cooper Flagg.
I don't know. I don't watch basketball, but is he that good of a player? Is he
He's
like
good.
the real deal, like generational, or is he just kind
Him
of
and
like
Wemby.
tier
Him
2?
and Wemby are the future.
No, like Wemby, I know is generational, but is Cooper like a generational player? Like he's like
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
like he's in the same tier as like LeBron, Wemby, like that type of like tier 1.
He's so young, though, right? Like, but yeah, the hype is like his first year as a rookie, living to the hype for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Playing to the hype.
I would never have guessed.
There you go. And one of ones are always, usually that could have been another question for our hobby headline segment. How do you price one of one? If someone came to you, I guess less so for Pokemon, but like in the sports card things, I got this one of one. I got my Bobby Witt home field advantage. Anyone that wants to come, like, how do you price? What do you offer?
Yeah.
It's hard.
101's unique. It's just one. It's just one buyer who.
That's all you need.
Yeah, you just need one guy who loves that card.
It's got a scale though. Like I'm sure, like you look at the orange, you look at the reds, and then
Right, that'll help.
and then you just have a multiplier, and then if it's like a crazy player, you just have a crazier like 20x multiplier or something, or you just put something so stupid on eBay and just like accept best offer.
Would you, at the risk of making this episode longer, if you had like an insane price, well, we're gonna get to the end soon. If someone, you put a stupid number on that one of one, right? And then someone said, "All right, I'll take it." Would you hesitate? You're like, "Oh, did I price this right?"
No, you have to honor your sticker. Like that happened to me. Like I sold a card I did not. I wish I didn't sell. Like right when I sold it, I'm like, oh, why'd I sell it?
Honorable.
Such regrets.
Roy is honorable. I like it.
You have to
No,
be.
but
I
I think what Clark's saying is you have to put a sticker price that's so high that if someone were to buy it, you'd just be like, okay, I guess I have to sell it. Like this card was worth. I bought it for 10,000. I listed it for 100,000, 120,000. Somebody bought it. It's like, okay.
I guess it's more difficult if you don't have that number in mind. You're just kind of like for you, Will, my top row, not for sale. And they're like,
Yeah.
I'll give you, you have a number and then you throw it out there. You're like, yeah, okay, 15,000. They're like, sure. Shake on it right now.
Like I talk about all the time. My DeRozan Topps Chrome Gold. It's a PSA 10. It's a Pop 1.
Mhm.
I think it's gonna be in my collection forever. I bought it for somewhere between 5,000 to 7,000. I don't even remember. I'm gonna put it in the display. It's gonna say not for sale. If DeMar DeRozan's cousin was at the show, it's like, hey, DeMar's been looking for this. He's gonna offer $20,000 plus. Autograph jersey and ball. Be like, okay.
Well, that's a lot of conditions to be met.
I have to take that ridiculous amount of money. But if someone's like, "Oh, I'll give you 8,000 for it," it's like, nah. That card is not for me to make $1,000 off. That card is for me to enjoy forever, and for other people to be able to see it and enjoy it. But if a ridiculous number comes, you take that ridiculous number.
So if it was 20,000 without DeMar and without the signed jersey and ball, would you still take it?
100%.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like it doesn't even make sense. Like nobody should buy it for 20,000. But if they want to,
Right.
if some money bags from Vancouver wants to come by and he wants to buy it, go ahead.
All right, maybe I'll bring some of those cards with me just in case Mr. Moneybags does show up.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
Especially the stuff that's like one of ones. It's like like it could be somebody who's been looking for that card for the longest time and they're not going to lose out on it.
True.
All
right, if anyone wants to pay $50,000 for my Bobby Witt, one of one, home field advantage. Let's talk. All right.
With the gold graded guard.
Yes, I'll throw that in for free.
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, Bobby, slide into his DMs.
Come on, Bobby. We know you're a collector. Bobby, let's go. Let's do it. It's for you. All right, let's finish this episode with our regular weekly segment we call Pick One. All right, Will, do you want to start things off for us?
Yeah. So we've been doing a lot of Pokemon, a lot of wrestling stuff and all of that. But right now is the playoffs, and we have both the NHL playoffs and the NBA playoffs. And so in honor of the regular season's ending, I'm picking two players, one from the NHL and one from the NBA. They are both the best players on their respective teams and both teams with the most points in the regular season. So for the NHL, it's oh shoot, what team is Roy? What team is he?
Colorado Avalanche.
Colorado Avalanche. Nathan MacKinnon, Future Watch Auto PSA 10 versus OKC's Shea Gilgeous Alexander Silver Prism in a PSA 10. So they both go for about 4,000. Then the McKinnon, the Future Watch autos are out of $9.99, but in a PSA 10, there's 200 of them. The Shea Silver PSA 10s, there's just over 700 of them. So which one are you taking?
For me, it's so easy. The Nathan MacKinnon. One, I'm a huge hockey fan, and basketball I could care less about. Two, it's numbered and autographed. And three, like silver, I feel like down the line, like long term, silver is going to lose its luster, and it's just going to be like an I don't know. It's just going to be like a base almost. Like silver's already losing its kind of like allure, hasn't it?
Well, his year there's not as many silvers.
Yeah.
So I think 2018 may have been like one of the I think 2018 was like the last year before silver prisms went printed really, really high.
Yeah. And I feel like hockey's still so undervalued. Just because the audience, the number of people who watch compared to like basketball, but the sport's growing. I think it's one of the faster growing sports. And with that, I think comes, will become a price increase. So,
Yep.
I'm going with the Nathan MacKinnon. Easy
for me too. It's going to be Nathan MacKinnon. For all the reasons that Roy already mentioned, on-card auto, numbered to $9.99. And as he mentioned again with SGA, who I love, but the Silver Prism, like there's so many other better prisms. Yes, they're more expensive. There are numbered prisms. I'd rather spend a little more just to get something numbered, generally speaking, especially if it's a non-autograph card, right? So I think for me, it's MacKinnon, and I still believe in hockey. I don't know if that's Canadian bias, but it's got room to grow.
Oh, it's growing in the U.S. It's growing big in the U.S. Like
I feel like King of the Cards is helping. He's growing NHL.
Yes.
No, you know what's helping? The actual product. Like right now, like the first round of playoffs is crazy.
It's true.
Like it's such a entertaining sport to watch. Yeah, it's very exciting. It's just you got to understand it a little bit and be able to follow the puck. Like at first, people who watch, they're like a little kind of like, what's going on? But once you kind of grasp that, there's no other sport that could beat it in terms of like as a watch sport.
I hate to say it, the USA winning, the beating Canada.
Oh yeah, that too.
That's got some.
It's gonna
people
help grow the sport
exactly.
too.
You know what would help hockey a lot? If they put like this red laser around the
Good old Fox.
Inside joke.
Remember how upset Canadians were? It's like, are you seriously highlighting the puck? I thought
it's kind of true though. Like I tried to watch. I was watching a little bit with my son, and he's just starting to play, and like he's like, the puck is moving so fast, I don't even know where it is. So like, once you learn how to watch hockey, it becomes such a better product to watch.
Do you think?
And like, I think Fox,
he wants to bring it back.
As it is, it could help. No, I don't want to bring it back, but it could help newcomers in terms of following. So have two broadcasts, one with and one without, and then you eventually graduate towards.
Yeah. Well, I mean, golf has helped a lot by having the tracker, right?
Yeah, but that's like a.
Otherwise, you're just looking into the sky. You're like, I don't see the ball. Anyway, back to the 1v1. Pick one. I thought Shea would have a lot more of a pull just because, he's potentially 2-time MVP. OKC is a potential dynasty. They have a good chance of being competitive over the next several years. But I too, like you guys, am picking the Nathan MacKinnon card. My nephew, his name is Nathan. 2 years ago, he was like, "Oh, Uncle Will, can you buy me a Nathan McKinnon card at the show if you see one?" And at the time, I was like, "Whoa, this Nathan McKinnon card's like $400." And now now that Young Guns card's like significantly more, and I'm like, "Uh-oh, I should have bought it back then." So,
Yeah.
But McKinnon is also 2-time MVP.
oh, is he?
I'm pretty
good
sure.
for him. shows you how much hockey I watch. Is he really a 2-time MVP?
I'm pretty sure he won
wow.
like the Hart twice.
Wow, good for him. I'm on board.
The McKinnon sweep. All right.
Yeah.
Good one. Roy, you want to go next?
Yeah, so I have with Celebrini's year he had, I think he was the 6th player in NHL history or teenager in NHL history to get like over 100 points. So we have his Future Watch auto out of $9.99 PSA 10, sold for $14,500, a lot more than McKinnon.
Yeah, crazy.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's the future. And then we have a Pokemon card from Team Up, the Latios Lovebirds in a PSA 10. I think that's around 14,000. These are Canadian dollars, so around 14,500 and 14,000. Which one are you choosing? And what's crazy is I could have bought this Latios card for $800.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh, that's all right. It went up to 2,000 and dropped to 800. I was like, I don't like it that much. look at it now.
Now you love it for 14.5.
Nah, yeah.
The collector in me has zero interest in the Pokemon card. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
That's because you only like 3 cards.
I only like original 151. Was it Kanto region?
Yeah.
So I don't know these Pokemon. I have no history with them. So the collector in me would pick the Celebrini card. The flipper in me would definitely pick the Latios Team Up card, and I'd just sell it next week for $15,000. $15,000 profit for $30,000 total. Yeah, and then buy 2 Celebrinis.
Right, next time I do pick ones with Will, I gotta make sure it's Kanto region, original 151.
The Lovebirds, I could care less.
I could have put Sekou Demboya, 1 rookie, and he would have still picked him.
So I when I got into more into Pokemon cards, this was one of the cards I really, like the artwork's nice and naturally gravitate towards it. It's crazy. It was up to 14K now, but I'm gonna be saying this until it happens. Okay, the Pokemon market's gotta regress. This is like it's too hot. I don't want to take the risk. I'm gonna go with Macklin Celebrini, numbered auto. Same reasons why we picked Nathan McKinnon. So that's what I'm gonna go for. And then when you do this pick one next month, it's gonna be 20K, and then I'll be like, okay, at some point I'm gonna have to pick the Pokemon card. But today's not the day. I'm going with Macklin Celebrini.
All right. Yeah, this one's tough because, I do like the card and I do love Celebrini, but I feel like with his hot year, we've seen it in sports, they have to keep the same trajectory, otherwise their price is going to go down, right? Like he's met all the expectations and surpassed them. Like in the Olympics, he played amazing. So his card is probably like an all-time high. Like it has to come down, right? And I feel like Pokemon is still going to go up.
Has to come down.
And this is a very sought out card. Yeah, no, it does. I know. I've been saying that for a year or 6 months. And there's so many regrets of what I could have bought, but I don't know. This one's tough. Because Crosby's at 25? And he's been in the league for 20 years, right? So
yeah, no hobby love.
Yeah, it's just crazy. But because of that, I think I'm gonna have to go with the Latios.
Wow.
And wait, I know I would love that Celebrini, but just seeing how the hockey market has been, 20 years of Crosby, and his card is only 30K. So
yeah,
I can't see how fast this can go up. And if he has a down year, then I'll scoop it up, hopefully for less. But Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Latias.
That's crazy, but I don't know. Less and less things surprise me about the Pokemon card market these days. So yeah, it's wild. All right, let's finish off with my pick one. I was looking for this comp, but it might have been an older comp. But anyway, we'll just go with it. I picked these ones because it's very recent, very new. 2025. We were talking about it earlier. Topps Chrome Football. There's a Tom Brady image variation, a black refractor out of 10. It's sold recently for $9K. And then 2025, All Kings, Shohei Ohtani. I don't believe it's numbered, but it is definitely short printed. A lot. I talked about it with John last week's episode, where the 2025 and 24, I believe, the All Kings, All Aces are short printed. A lot more than when it was first released in 2023. So the 2025 Ohtani All Kings short print card. I think a PSA 9 version sold for $9K. So anyway, which one would you choose out of those two? The Ohtani All Kings or the recently released and sold Tom Brady Topps Chrome product, the first licensed black refractor?
Oh, this is the set that you guys were trying to go for? Oh. Yeah. I mean, then I'm going for the Shohei. Oh. Like right now, prices are probably super inflated, right? Like, and for me,
it's numbered to 10.
I'm not
in his New England Patriots uniform. That's another thing to consider.
Yeah,
still Shohei.
No, I still think I'm gonna go with the Shohei. I think long term he's got more appeal in terms of like market reach, and like this like Hobby Logic will always be like his first Dodgers. It's something that I don't like, but they're gonna think like that. And like this year is being short printed because I'm sure they're gonna have All Kings next year or the year after, and Ohtani's gonna be there. But I don't know. I'm not a huge football guy either. Like Brady's GOAT, but I think Ohtani will also be GOAT at the end of his career. So I think I'd rather play it safe with what I like, and I'll go with the Ohtani. Do we know like the pop of how much has been graded?
So I looked up sales on Card Ladder. So this is the 2026 All Kings.
Thanks
so
for the
there was
correction.
a 2025 All Kings Shohei.
Oh, so there's 3 Shoheis?
There was a 2025 All Kings Shohei in the Dodgers jersey, and there were 175. I think. Wait, hold on. I just had it.
Oh, that changes it then.
Only 90 sales of it, but that includes like, people who bought it raw, graded it, sold it, whatever. So its pop is less than 100. And then for 2026, there's only been 33 sales. So it's super short printed. Like there's probably
legit super
less than 100 of each year's card. So maybe that changes Roy's mind, but for me, it stays the same. It's Shohei. It's a great looking card. I think that insert is it's got legs. I think it's probably going to end up being one of the iconic inserts from Topps in the 2020s. So yeah. Whereas the Brady one, it's like it's a really nice chrome card. It's out of 10. It's black, but yeah, there's other variations. There's other parallels of that card, or other color variations of that card.
Yeah, I thought you got with the low print, numbered to 10, the hype with Topps Chrome Football, getting its license back. That's all that's baked into it. But I'm with you guys, it's funny. The main reasons why I chose the first two is because they're numbered. I like that, but I'm going with a non-numbered in this case. But it does seem like if you look at the pop count, it is a true short print, and it is like Will said, 2026 All Kings, and the number I saw sold about 8,300 in March, so it's fairly recent comp. But Ohtani sweep it is.
Yeah, I mean, like Brady's the GOAT quarterback, but is he the GOAT wide receiver? No, he is not. Shohei
I had to think about where you're going with that for a sec.
Shohei is the GOAT pitcher and
Yes,
the GOAT hitter.
I made that connection.
Yeah.
You know why? Because this podcast is hitting 1 hour 40 minutes soon. So my brain is officially shut off, and maybe with that, we could stop the episode. But always fun potting with you guys. And again, if you're in town for the Sport Card Expo for April 30th to May 3rd, I believe, or the 4 days. Please stop by. Come say hi to Will, Roy, and myself. I think Hyung's going to even drop by one of those days. So it'll be great to meet you guys in person. Any last words from you guys before we sign off?
Tops do better.
Let's not re-engage.
Come on, fanatics.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
All right. Peace.
Hey, thanks for listening to Cards to the Moon. We'd really appreciate you subscribing to our podcast wherever you listen to your podcasts. And you can also connect with each of us on Instagram at 5cardguys, or you can follow Hyung at Integrity Sports Cards, or John at TradeU at Recess. You can also check us out at 5cardguys.com. Thanks again, and hope to connect soon.